aggressive discussion in one of the Benidorm's hotel. You cannot even imagine what's been found out there. One of the most popular locations in Benidorm had a visit of almost 10 police officers, and so many things were confiscated forever. Which place it was, you'll get to know in today's news update. Obviously, the weather forecast and things to do in Benidorm right now at the end of September. Stay tuned if you want to know more. Let's begin. Welcome back to the latest Benidorm news update. Let's talk a little bit before we head down to two main and juicy news about the tourism update. As you all know, outside of peak season, entering autumn already, which started recently just a couple of days ago. And overall, still very busy, still quite a lot of people, hotels with quite high occupancy, still a lot of people on the Levante beach, as you could have seen, but there are already some changes as per our today's midday video that you probably have seen already by now. If not, check it out, because things are changing towards autumn. And what's going on? You'll discover it in that video. Overall, quite a lot of people, quite pleasant, quite busy, very nice atmosphere everywhere we go. The latest changes that we have and the latest events mostly are sports activities that are free of charge, that are located on the Poniente beach. And these ones, anyone can join. These will be up until December 2025, so up until the end of this year. Obviously, we still have the Benidorm's cocktail contest up until 28th of September. There's expositions, there is museum, there is plenty of things to do. There is excursions, there is boat trips, still some water activities available for you, with an exception of the floating water park, which is officially gone starting from today. There is also a very important event for our region, which is 20th anniversary of the natural park Sierra Helada, the giant mountain where the cross of Benidorm is located, where there's the loveliest lighthouse that connects basically Albier and Benidorm with the giant mountain. Incredible routes and places for hiking, just to have a lovely walk. And it's 20th anniversary. So right now, from 23rd to 27th of September, so basically these upcoming days, it's when we have special events. There's a lot of people visiting the park, and there's also guided visits in the park. You can check all the information on the Visit Benidorm website if you are willing to do a guided visit, which technically would start from Albier, because that's where the official entrance of the park is located. And they also offer free of charge catamaran trips, like boat trips, on the other side, to see the views from inside of the sea of the natural park, learn some history, etc. And this will be up until 27th, so just a couple of days are left, so that we would be able to enjoy it. But us locals will go there every now and then if we want to disconnect from our typical stressful life at work and connect with the nature. There's also going to be some musical events, plus there's major festivities, but these ones will not be happening just yet. The vast majority of celebrations will starting from November month. Previously, we'll have the Moors and the Christians. We will also have November fiestas in Benidorm, which are one of the most important ones. And once November fiestas are over, we'll officially start preparing for Christmas. And like this, up until the second part of January, which is when celebrations will be kind of over back again. But in no time, it's going to be the new summer season back again. So we technically never ever stop. Plenty of things to do. There's going to be plenty of events, activities, celebrations around the area as well, especially with Moors and Christians. Many interesting places to discover during your holidays. And now let's continue with two main news, shall we? One of them is about a very strong argument / discussion, depends how you want to call it, that happened at night in one of Benidorm hotels. This happened next to the British Street, which I'm not surprised at all. This is the area where different extra things that people purchase are usually involved. So No surprise that in one of these hotels, this thing has happened. Police officers arrested 2 ladies and a man who was with them between 44 and 49 years old that were caught up in a really, really strong fight inside of the hotel. They were alerted by the manager, and obviously the manager who's alerted the police. And at the end, one of these ladies acted violently towards the police officers. And also there, police officers have found quite a lot of pills to have a good time in nightclubs. And obviously all of this was confiscated. And the third person, the man, was illegal in Spain. He doesn't have any kind of residence permits or paperwork. So we deduct, we don't know it for sure, but honestly, if that person has been here for a long time but doesn't have paperwork, it means that they're supposed to be working here. Probably they've booked a hotel's room. They've stayed here in the British area because they know that's where they'll get the biggest business. And they came here to work and sell all these things. Probably that's the case. We don't know exactly which hotel it is, but the hotel that had a police officers in a fight lately, that was the one. Obviously, it's not disclosed anywhere so that hotel would not suffer and its reputation wouldn't suffer, because technically it's not hotel's fault. They did the correct thing. Police arrived, and hopefully there's going to be no altercations like this anytime soon. But this is a typical thing. Police presence and ambulance presence is very, very typical at the British street. There's many things going on there. Things where loud music, nightclubs, alcohol, and other things are involved, usually do not end up really, really well, especially towards later hours of the night. So a lot of people were surprised, but people even are coming to Benidorm on purpose to work at the nightlife places. How about that? Let's continue with the second news, and this is about an absolute hit on the indoor market in Rincon de Loix. We did show it just a couple of days ago. You can actually go and find this video and see how it looked like, because now things have changed quite a bit. Here in Benidorm, every now and then, every single year, honestly, in some specific dates, not sure why, but it doesn't serve for anything, it doesn't do anything, but it's done in any case. Every now and then, police officers march into different types of shops and confiscate all the falsified things that they sell. For example, t-shirts of brands that are supposed to be like branded t-shirts, but obviously they have like Hugo Boss. It's not a real Hugo Boss, right? Or Armani, Guess. It's not a real thing. It's just like a falsified things. Every single year, police officers together with inspectors go inside, and this time it was the first time that I've seen that it happened in the indoors market. Usually it's like Chinese bazaars around the area in Rincon on the Mediterranean Avenue. Those are the ones who suffer the most. But this time it was the indoor market. 9 establishments overall inside, like 9 businesses, and more than 3,000 articles, different types of things that are supposed to be branded, like false branded ones, were confiscated during this investigation that police officers did. A lot of these people have been reported, and also they've been accused of violating the intellectual and like design property of these things. I'm not sure who does it, because obviously big brands, I don't think they will care if some kind of shop in Benidorm will be making t-shirts with their brand name. Not sure, maybe we're wrong, but I do feel like they have more important things to do. And honestly, plenty of shops here do the same thing. Even like Labubus and all these things are like fake ones being sold. T-shirts, shoes, bags, mostly belts, etc. Sunglasses. All these things are being like false branded, and they're being sold for a cheap price. Let us know, do you think it's fair that the police every single year, several times a year, confiscates so many things out here? Not sure where these things go, honestly. I feel like it would be a good idea to give them to charity. People don't care, like families who don't have clothes for their kids or for themselves even. people in like a foster care homes, those who need help and cannot allow themselves to buy new clothes. Who cares if it's fake branded, right? People should be able to wear something at least. So that would be a good idea. But something tells us that these things usually are burned to the ground. They're usually recycled. Something's done with them, because these never ever see the light of the day, and no one never ever uses them. The same for shoes, for clothes, for accessories, for literally everything that's fake branded. And with the prices that we have right now, with the amount of families who are having financial issues, they could give it to the Red Cross, to the church, to so many places, donate these things. I don't think that would be a major issue, but for some reason they just confiscate it, and no one knows where it's being brought. A lot of people say that these are actually getting destroyed afterwards. It's not the first time, but it's the first time we know it happened in the indoor market. Obviously, we've seen it on Sunday's markets. Almost all kinds of Chinese shops, Chinese bazaars, supermarkets, different types of stores around Benidorm, mostly touristic areas, do sell at least something that's like more or less branded. But this time, it was indoors market time. We love that place. We do feel like they have a lot of nice goodies. They have a lot of lovely bars and cafeterias with homemade food, cakes, international, like English, gift cards, birthday cards. They have souvenirs, some really nice businesses inside, perfume shops, mobile phone top-ups. There are a couple of them who do sell these things, yes, but I don't think it was bothering anyone. Do you? We'll read you here in the comments. And now let's talk about the weather. What is happening with the weather now? Because these are the last days of September. Last days of September, and we are in October almost already. How fast the time it just flies by. And honestly, we've had some strange days, but right now, at least for today, it's nice, it is comfortable, it is cozy. It's going to be like this throughout the weekend. However, by Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday, at least, if the wind will not change, okay? Because that's the thing. If the wind shifts, it's not going to be like that any longer. So far, what we have is this. There might be rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Towards Thursday, it should be sunny or at least a little bit cloudy. So it's going to be a good weather back again. In terms of temperatures, nothing bad, nothing concerning. Still the gorgeous 25 to 27, 28 degrees real temperature, which is great. We're very, very happy that we have these degrees here. It feels like summer still. During the whole day, mornings and evenings are chilly. That is true. But towards midday, when the sun's shining immediately, it's just a perfect weather. It's not hot on the sunshine. It is warm. It gives you like warmth, not burning sensation, which is really, really pleasant. The water temperature has decreased all of a sudden. I think it's with the cooler nights. That's what's happening, because here water temperature right now is off 25 degrees only. It was 27 just a few days ago. Now it's 25, and it will gradually decrease, but still it's a very good temperature for a swim. A lot of people are going to the beach still. Very nice water temperature. We do swim starting from like 22 degrees, I would say. Us locals, 21, 22. That is already all right for us. Not the best, but all right, tolerable. So 25, still a gorgeous temperatures. Thank you for accompanying us in today's latest Benidorm news update. Stay tuned for more interesting videos from Benidorm town, Costa Blanca, Spain, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in a brand new video tomorrow, Saturday evening. Yes, we will start having live videos back again Saturday evening, and tomorrow you'll see a brand new video from the Mecca of nightlife. Stay tuned. Goodbye.